for the bonus episode. Now, I want to hear the story about you and the person in the picture that you're with, that you're actually seen on the picture, and the story behind it. Now, for those who don't know, we did have a pre-story talking about, but we had to scrap the footage in the audio because it might go on Instagram because it's long enough for Instagram, but it actually cut off. The camera cut off. Battery died. You can't plan for that. So I really want to hear this story for the bonus episode.
Okay, cool. So there was a picture that's going viral now of a dude screaming in front of the police officers' faces. Okay. Tall dude yelling, full mouth, going at it. Mm-hmm. Now, I wasn't mad at the sentiment.
Of course.
I wasn't mad at the reason why he was yelling. None of that.
Of course.
None of that at all. I felt every word that he said, and I agree with every word the man said. So I wanted to be known. I don't have no malice towards this man. I was really with him on everything. Mm-hmm. But when he was going in, he got a little restless. So he looked like he was about to swing on one of the officers. Now, like I said in the first cut, fuck the cops. I was like, all right, fuck them. Mm-hmm. They were some hoes. For all that shit that they did, they were some hoes. But it looked like he was gonna swing off on one of the officers. And like I said earlier, it looked like the officer had his baton ready, clutched. So he was about to beat this, beat this man's ass, and mm-hmm. he was gonna be the next day's march. And I wasn't trying to, I was trying to help my man's out.
Of course.
So when he looked like he was gonna fire off, I tried to hold him back. I was like, hey, bro, hey, I feel you. Everything you saying, I respect it. I feel it. I'm here with you. But you gotta be careful with that shit. And that nigga pushed me.
You went from zero fight for rights to fighting for yourself.
You feel me? I wasn't with that shit. So when he pushed me, I was just like, all right, fuck this shit. So he was he pushed me back, and I ran back up. And he was like, oh, my mama, anybody else who fucking touched me, I'm gonna beat they motherfucking ass. You seen that meme when they say, the person in the room and say they gonna beat everybody's ass, everybody go, who? Who ass?
Not who.
So he said, I'm gonna beat everybody's ass. My first instinct, who ass? Not I. Not me.
Not me, said the cat.
Hell no. So he talking about he gonna beat everybody's ass. So I ran back up. That's instinct. You say you gonna beat my ass, I'm gonna run back up. Mm-hmm. Mind you, like I said, I have nothing against this man. I feel everything he was talking about. I stood with him on everything. But when he said he gonna beat the next person ass, I said, who ass? I don't know what happened. I know somebody grabbed me. Somebody grabbed him. He went right. I went left. Next thing you know, we was back at the front, and everything was cool. I was like, but when that moment when he said he gonna beat my ass, I looked him dead in his face. I said, my ass? Who ass? Not I. Not me. Fuck no. That nigga was not finna whoop my ass. I'm sorry. I fight with you. I fight for you, brother, but my ass was not getting beat that day.
Not in a protest for somebody who deserves it.
Yeah, we was out there protesting the same things. We was out there fighting for the same thing, my nigga. But what you wasn't gonna do was beat my ass. Not today.
Not today. And this is a bonus episode. I might just post it on IG Live. IG, not IG Live, IGTV. I might post it on YouTube after I finish the bonus episode, of course. But hearing this story, and 60,000 people in Houston is not even half of Houston.
It's not a quarter, my nigga. It's ain't it 1,000, a million, 2 million, something like that?
In Houston
population?
Alone. Yeah, population. And so 60,000 alone of just everybody out there supporting George Floyd, supporting stopping brutality. Just time for change is coming, and it's here now. Now, not to cut you off on your story or anything.
Go ahead.
But when everything happened, my grandmother called me. And she called me and said, he looked familiar. And I was like, what you mean, Grandma? What you mean? Talk to me. What you mean? He said, yeah, he went to Yates. Before any of the Yates stuff came out, he said he went to Yates. And I was like, really? And I was like, yeah, he went to school around the same time your mama did. And I was like, this is a small-ass world. And the other irony is, when I've been to Minneapolis before, a couple years back, visiting my line brother and everything, and I know somewhat of that area just from being out there for a couple days. And I remember like seeing it vividly, like being around that area, driving by it, because it could happen anywhere.
Yeah.
Police brutality just doesn't stop in Minneapolis. It's been going on for years.
Shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it can happen anywhere. We can't forget, Breonna Taylor.
Exactly. We cannot forget
Kentucky. We can't forget,
For sure,
the thing that popped off everything, Ahmaud Arbery. We can't forget, like this is everywhere.
Exactly.
This is our country. Like we can't forget that, this is really the America that we live in. And when Trump be saying make America great again, it's just like, bro, when was this bitch great?
What era of America were you trying to make it great again?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was a great America to you for you to say make it great again?
Exactly.
Because if you look at it from African American perspective, this shit ain't never been great, my nigga. Like,
it's barely
this shit has never been okay. Like, shit has never been good for us. Shit ain't never been sweet. Like, they say this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. No, my nigga. This is the land of the Negro and home of the slave, my nigga. Like,
don't forget the Native Americans because they were here first.
Oh yeah, they was for sure here first. We came in, but bruh, we came in, took some Native American land. They put a bunch of, excuse my language, they put a bunch of niggers on the land. Said, hey, tend my land, and we gonna make this shit rock.
Exactly.
You gonna do this shit for free. I'm gonna beat your ass. You gonna have my kids. You gonna have each other's kids. And that's gonna be life. And then they freed the slaves, you know what I mean? But since then, like, the last 200 years have not been great.
For sure.
The last 200 years have been the same, racism has just changed its face and it's the way it looks.
Exactly.
But it hasn't changed the fact that we've been suffering through this shit since we got here.
I agree. And the crazy thing is, whenever I watch like old TV shows or old cartoons or even old anime to an extent, like most of the black, and if it's based in the U.S., like at least I can say in them shows that they have a better representation of what America should be than what it is today. Like shows in the 90s, shows in the late 80s, in the early 2000s, they got people mingling together, being side by side, and animators are showing what it should be before things got even more public.
Bruh, so think about it though. Animators, you said shows in the 90s and stuff like that when we were kids. Yeah, late 80s, 90s when we were kids and everything. Think about it like this, bruh. That was after the Rodney King era and stuff like that. So if you're looking at shows in the 90s, early 2000s, yeah, they want to make this, a decent or a perfect world, a perfect America, because, they just came out of that era, so they couldn't show that, that's what America was. They showed the America that we were trying to grow to get to. Exactly,
and then every time we try to grow and get there, it just stops.
It stops and it starts right over, bro. This is one of my homeboys. He's a pastor in Virginia, and he said in the Bible they said, "Shut up, Siri."
Siri cut you off at the moment.
They said that this is in the Bible they had to fight for 400 years before they got their freedom, and this is year 400 for us. That's what he said. That shit stuck with me because if you really look at it, bro, this is 400 years. 400 years we've been at this shit. 400 years we've been trying to make change. 400 years we've been trying to fight this shit, and the fight gonna continue.
It's never gonna stop.
It's never gonna stop. Racism, like I said, racism just been changing face. Injustice has just been changing face. Like the look, we got a dumbass president in office now, but it don't change the fact that in the 90s and the 90s was but it doesn't change, from when we had other politicians and other people in office
that aren't doing their job.
That wasn't doing their job. We had other presidents in office who were full of shit and okay with racism. We had Congress people, we had police officers, you know what I mean, city council members in office that was full of shit, not doing their job. And I don't even say they wasn't doing their job because they just wasn't doing the job that we needed done.
Exactly, the job we needed ASAP, the job that we vote people in, and they taking corporation money. Let me correct myself.
He talking.
Corporation money.
Talking. Nah, shit.
And not even using it to help people who put you in office.
You feel me? Like they say, yeah, I'm for the people. Okay, You ain't say what people you was for when you ran.
Exactly.
We hear you, bro. We hear you.
We hear you loud and clear. We've been hearing this for years. And the funny thing is, of course, Democrat and Republican people have their views. But when you break it down deeper, like right wing, left wing, I'm more progressive than anything. And I want change, not just for people of my skin color or people who are lighter shade, darker shade, but people who come into this country thinking that America is a dream that they always wanted.
Man, people been coming over here, thinking like this was the gold mine, this is the land, you know what I mean? All my dreams gonna get answered in America. Shit, that's what the fucking country was founded on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go over here to this new spot, and I'm gonna live my life, and just be, be me. But that's not true for everybody. You know what I mean? It's cool if you white, and when I say white, I don't mean like you Hispanic and look white shit. Like, sometimes it's cool for them too. We see Tedwardo.
Let's not get me started on that.
Please not.
That's a whole nother episode.
But we see, it's okay if you don't look like us, if you're not black, if you're not brown. You know what I mean? They use shit. Even one of the officers said it when we were in jail. They used Asians to be the divider. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're a minority. Yeah, they're not white, but they can live a white life as long as they shut up. They can live a white life as long as they agree with everything that's going on.
And that's with building this show and everything. I took a break from photography. You figured that with Corona and everything, and I said I need to do something different. And even though my rants, I went from personal issues, and you've been rocking with the show since I actually thought of the idea on a random spur. I said this could be something more. I have a whole camera, full frame camera, of course. I have a mic. I have all music equipment and everything that I haven't been using. I said I need to put this to some use. And since I'm taking a break from school due to law, ironically, that I said I might as well do this while I have some time. So I wanted to make the show more accessible to everybody. But y'all gonna feel my pain. Yeah. I'd be damned if my parents, my grandparents, and even my grandfather who passed, who was a Korean vet, and I have his flag with me, not here with me, but in the house.
Yeah.
And this is something that you send, excuse my language, but you send niggas to fight your wars, to build your country, but you're not gonna show them the same respect. I'm not even gonna get on the Drew Brees topic because that's a whole nother that is a whole nother argument, and it
hurts because I'm a Saints fan, but
it hurts a lot of people. But
damn,
and I'm not apologizing for him.
We got rid of Teddy too.
Exactly, that's the worst time.
Right when we got rid of Teddy, goddamn.
But I'm not gonna make no excuses for what he said. I saw it and I was just shocked because you rallied a whole group of people that suffered through Katrina to win the Super Bowl, and I wouldn't say it was a slap in the face. I'll say it's a punch in the jaw because that hurt. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into the whole politics between the NFL.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I'm doing another episode on top of this, just so. I don't care about, like I said this from the jump, I don't care about monetization. I don't care about the views. I just want people to hear what's going on.
Like you said, bro, everybody has their place in this, and this is your place. Like this is what you're doing. To be heard. Like you said, they're gonna feel your pain. They're gonna hear your story. So if this is how they're gonna hear you, they're gonna hear you.
Of course, because even though the show is supposed to be fun and everything, this is a serious matter. No pun on their case, of course. No pun on the sisters, of course.
They was out there too.
Exactly, but I'm just saying.
They was out there too. One of them was standing right next to me.
In a general statement, like I really want not even my channel just to be heard. I want people that are doing things like media-wise. People are doing things progressively. People that are doing things to make this country better just for our kids and our grandkids. So when they look back in the history books, they can say the history books, they didn't tell it all. Of course, they're going to talk about Corona, if you know her. They're going to talk about the Asian murder hornets, or the political term. I can't really remember it at this moment. So of course, we're going to remember we're in the South, so hurricanes is a must out here. But needless to say, I want everything to be produced and heard. Of course, I'm a one-man team. Well, I have a small squad, but I'm trying to make everything work. But at the end of the day, I really just want to make sure that y'all feel this. This is coming from me personally.
Yes, sir.
And most people know I don't like being on the camera. I like being behind the scenes. This is the fun part. But this is something I needed to do.
I respect it 100%, bro. 100%.
So, thank you for at least doing another take for the bonus episode, of course.
Of course, bro.
We here. I really want to get more people's opinions on how they felt. So if you can link me up with some people later down the line, that's fine. I'm down to record. I got time.
I got you.
Because this is only something that I can do so that the news won't say it all. And of course, the Young Turks, my favorite YouTube news channel, of course, I catch up on them when I get the chance. Mm-hmm. And I want even them to like hear the stories that are really going on in Houston, because of course this is the city that George Floyd died on, and we can't forget Sister Taylor and Brother Ahmaud. But I want stories to be told from a different point of view, people that are trying to push change.
Yeah. And what I've been telling everybody is we're protesting now. This is always phase one. If you look back at the civil rights era, the protest was always stage one and shit. You can look back with Rodney King too. Mm-hmm. And anytime. The protest is always the first stage. Next stage, and phase one has to continue. Like 100%. Phase one has to continue until stage 3 is done. So phase 1, we protest. Phase 2, and this is the most important part, because like you said, it was 60,000 people out there. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if those same 60,000 people come out, we turn on votes. We turning them votes out.
Of course.
You feel me? So we gotta vote, not just vote, but vote people that look like us, people that are here for us, people that stand with us, people that have been through what we've been through.
Of course.
Vote those people in office. And then stage 3, we gotta hold them accountable. Their teams accountable.
Hold them the fuck accountable.
Cause this shit for the birds, bro. Like, it's cool, you know, we got, you know, some black people in office, you know, some people that we know.
Of course.
You know, we got them in office. Okay, cool. You're here.
Do something.
Now, do what you promised us. You said you was gonna fight for us. You said you was gonna be here for us. Do it. Like, I'm tired of just sitting here. Like, cool, we voted you in. Like, support your campaigns. You know, mm-hmm. We might even get out there, you know, and help campaign with you, campaign for you, and everything like that. But you're in office now. Do something.
In other words, do your fucking job.
But shit, even then, bro, we gotta hold them accountable to it. We gotta go in their offices and make sure they doing the work. Like, if you notice, like, people like talk about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and you know,
of course,
we got Congressman John Lewis and all the people that, you know, that did, you know, that were in the marches, that were in the protests, that was all, you know, that was out there and everything.
Facts.
We gotta go in those offices and make sure they're doing what they said they was gonna do.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, promote, like, help with the policies, promote the policies that they talking about. You know, make sure those shits get passed. Obviously, so I'm a political scientist, you know, as my, you know, my on the side, you know, that's my other degree. But yeah, we gotta make sure that work is continuing to be done, because, like I said, phase 1 protesting, we're not gonna stop until the work is done. We're not gonna stop until the work is done. So one thing I love about being a political scientist, I understand the policy process, I understand the election process, blah 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 blah.
The general
minutes. Yeah, the general. Yeah, I understand all that shit. And shit, for those of us, you know, who really about that shit, run for office. I know I am within the next, you know, 10 years, like, for sure, at least the next 10 years. I'm trying to get my master's first, you feel me? But,
I understand. Education too.
You know, but if we want to see the change, fuck it. If nobody gonna do it for us, we gotta do it ourselves.
Exactly. So
shit.
Thank you for giving me a bonus clip for, you know, not just for YouTube, just every platform that I'm going to put it on, even the website, because this is important.
It is.
I'm not even a journalism major. I'm a computer engineering major.
Nigga, I'm a math major.
I am a human business master's recipient next year, and I'd rather this get done now, so that way nobody else will have to go through what we go through. Because you telling and I find this tweet very funny. You telling the generation that has nuck if you buck to calm the fuck down. That shit ain't gonna happen.
No, we buck. we gon' nuck. The fuck, like we gon' nuck.
That should be a Negro spiritual, honestly.
Boy, wait, there's a reason that they play that at cookouts. There's a reason they play that everywhere in black establishments, because, like you said, we grew up on Nuck If You Buck. My nigga, we grew up on Crime Mob. Like,
Exactly.
We grew up on Boosie. We grew up on Wayne. Like, you ain't telling me to sit down and I think I'm going to sit.
Nah, can't have that shit here. Fuck that. But thank you again. Of course, like I said, I might make it a part tour. I'm still in the debating process in my head, but shit, I finished the whole damn cigar going on for 2 episodes.
Shit, you trying to kill this one?
Shit. But y'all have a nice day. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us.
Yes,
And
sir.
we're checking out today. Hopefully y'all catch this on whatever platform you're listening to. I'm working my ass off to get this to y'all. Y'all have a nice day. Yeah.